Chapter 08: Simulation Theory. The simulation theory is a fascinating idea that has captured the imagination of philosophers, scientists, and the general public in recent years. This theory suggests something quite extraordinary: that our entire universe, including ourselves, might actually be a computer simulation created by a highly advanced civilization. While this might sound like science fiction, it has become a serious topic of discussion among scholars and thinkers around the world. The theory gained widespread attention in 2003 when philosopher Nick Bostrom published his groundbreaking paper titled, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" His work built upon centuries of philosophical thinking, drawing connections to earlier thinkers like Descartes, who questioned whether we could truly know what was real, and Plato, who described prisoners in a cave mistaking shadows for reality. What makes the simulation theory unique is how it frames these ancient philosophical questions within modern computer technology. Unlike earlier philosophers who could only speculate, Bostrom's argument is grounded in the rapid advancement of computing power and digital technology. The theory suggests that just as we have progressed from simple computer games to incredibly realistic virtual worlds, future civilizations might develop technology so advanced that they could create entire universes populated with conscious beings. The basic premise of the simulation theory is both simple and profound. According to this hypothesis, what we experience as reality, our physical world, our bodies, our thoughts, and our memories might all be the product of an incredibly sophisticated computer program. Everything we consider real could be nothing more than data processed by some unimaginably powerful computer system. The theory assumes that technological advancement will continue at an exponential rate, eventually leading to civilizations with computing power far beyond anything we can currently imagine. These advanced civilizations might choose to create ancestor simulations, detailed recreations of their own historical past, complete with digital versions of their ancestors living out their lives exactly as they did originally. Bostrom's argument relies heavily on probability. He suggests that if it becomes possible for advanced civilizations to create many such simulations, then the number of simulated beings would vastly outnumber the beings living in the original base reality. From a mathematical standpoint, this would mean that any randomly selected conscious being, including ourselves, would be much more likely to be living in a simulation than in the original reality. This leads to mind-bending conclusions. If the theory is correct, then our entire understanding of physics, chemistry, and biology might simply be the rules and algorithms governing our simulated environment. The laws of nature could be nothing more than computer code, programmed to create a consistent and believable experience for the simulated inhabitants. The implications of living in a simulation are both fascinating and troubling. If our reality is artificial, then questions arise about the nature of consciousness and whether simulated beings can truly be considered conscious. It also raises ethical questions about the responsibilities of the civilization running the simulation. Some scientists have pointed to certain features of our universe that might support the simulation hypothesis. The discrete nature of space and time at the quantum level, where everything appears to be made up of tiny, indivisible units, resembles the pixelated nature of digital systems. Additionally, the strange behavior of quantum particles, which seem to exist in multiple states simultaneously until observed, has been interpreted by some as evidence that our reality might be computed on demand, similar to how video games only render detailed graphics when a player is looking at a particular area. The theory also finds support in the rapid advancement of our own technology. As we develop increasingly sophisticated artificial intelligence and virtual reality systems, it becomes easier to imagine how a sufficiently advanced civilization might create simulations indistinguishable from reality. However, the simulation theory also faces significant criticism from the scientific community. The primary objection is that the theory is essentially unfalsifiable, meaning it cannot be proven wrong through experimentation or observation. This places it outside the traditional boundaries of science. It's making it more of a philosophical thought experiment than a testable scientific hypothesis. Some researchers have proposed ways to potentially detect signs of a simulation, such as looking for computational limitations or glitches in physical laws. But no conclusive evidence has been found. The very nature of a well-designed simulation would likely make it impossible for the simulated beings to detect their artificial nature. Despite these criticisms, the simulation theory continues to generate significant interest and debate. It connects to broader questions in cosmology about the nature of the universe, in quantum physics about the fundamental structure of reality, and in philosophy about consciousness and existence. The theory forces us to confront the limits of human knowledge and understanding, reminding us that there may be aspects of reality that are fundamentally beyond our ability to comprehend. Conclusion: the simulation theory represents one of the most intriguing philosophical ideas of our time, bridging ancient questions about reality with cutting-edge technology. While Nick Bostrom's 2003 hypothesis remains unproven and highly speculative, it has succeeded in sparking meaningful discussions about consciousness, existence, and the nature of reality itself. The theory's greatest strength lies not in providing definitive answers, but in forcing us to examine our fundamental assumptions about what it means to exist. Whether we inhabit a base reality or a sophisticated simulation, the questions raised by this theory help us think more deeply about consciousness, free will, and our place in the universe. Although the simulation theory may never be scientifically proven or disproven, it serves as a valuable thought experiment that encourages us to remain humble about the limits of human knowledge. It reminds us that reality might be far stranger and more complex than we can currently imagine, and that our understanding of existence will continue to evolve as technology advances and our philosophical perspectives deepen. Next video, Chapter 09. Nebular Hypothesis Explained. Thank you for watching. Hope you got a clear idea about simulation theory. If so, please like, subscribe to watch more videos and share with like minds.